Welcome to Factorio Space Age. I'm Volairen. And we are live. And this is definitely going to be my last stream before I fly out to America tomorrow. It's go time, guys. After the stream, I'm going to have to pack up and make my kitchen spotless and hope for the best. Flip the circuit breaker on my apartment and walk out. Hope to God nothing goes wrong. Yeah. But I'm telling you, this has probably been one of the most enjoyable playthroughs of Factorio I've ever had. Gotta be honest. I am very surprised. Very surprised. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Without further ado. Nothing else left to say. I've already said it, so don't really have any announcements or anything. So we're just going to get into it. So we're here, guys. We're about to get robots. I can feel it. I mean, we've got the research. We've researched what we needed to. Yeah, we'll definitely upgrade the speed. Yeah, we'll work on getting some more upgrades. We're going to try to dabble and maybe take a peek and see if we can get to the next planet without purple or yellow packs. See how quickly we can launch a rocket. I at least want to launch a rocket with blue packs only. And then we'll make a decision as to whether or not I can actually get to a planet without, purple and yellow packs. I might be able to. But anyway, so cool. The whole reason we're able to do it is because they considerably reduced the price of rockets in Space Age compared to the base game, compared to the original game. So we're going to go ahead and try that. So let's go ahead and research speed modules and productivity modules, or quality modules. And maybe we will get into quality. So, energy shield, belt immunity. So we're going to get, I actually do not want to get night vision, because I kind of have seen the light on it, literally. The problem with night vision is that it takes an ungodly amount of space for what it does. And I've been getting along just fine without night vision. I don't see why I should sacrifice that many slots in my grid when I could put something else there. So, I mean, I'm still going to research it, but I don't really think, I mean, it's kind of a dead end anyway, but I'll research it in case I want it later. It's only 50. It's not a big deal. Not really going to go down flamethrower, at least not yet, because, I mean, it's a dead end too. So, I don't ever mess with combinators. That's a dead end. Don't really need to do that. Braking force. I do want to make my trains faster. We probably should just plop a miner on top of uranium and get that mined so we can, at least get this research opened up, because it's kind of free. But we would need sulfuric acid. So we could probably just build the sulfuric acid on site for that. We already queued that up. Inserter bonus. I just want to make sure I'm doing other things. So, yeah. Faster labs. So we do want, actually, we want stronger explosives, but yeah, we'll get the labs, no problem. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, we're pretty much gonna get everything. I mean, you stop opening the chat when I don't want you to. Okay. So we just got electric furnaces. we actually need to make a real stone brick facility and connect it to the main bus. That's going to be up here, and we're going to do that just so we can, yeah, so we don't have a stone brick shortage, which we're going to have soon. We don't do something about this. So we've got solar panels. We have that going. We do need to, after this, we should be able to set this up pretty quickly. But after this, we're going to set up lasers. And we were going to build them in the same place that we built solar panels and accumulators, because it just kind of makes sense. All the resources that we would need to build it are already belted into that factory. So I think it would actually be pretty easy to do that. So I think we can... I don't think we have to mine this entire thing. I think we can just kind of keep this... Yeah. You just give this a little bit of space here. It's not a big deal. Okay. I just want to take a look at my bus real quick, make sure there's no real problems. Oh, yeah, we do have an iron problem. So it looks like it actually is, I think it is an issue of needing more belts and just more supply, actually. So where does it get really thin at? It seems to be getting... Oh, I just looked up there. It looks solid. Guess I was wrong. So it's basically science packs that are taking it up. Okay. Well, you know what? I think we're going to go back to kind of doing what we did before, where we kind of just visit each resource and kind of just pay attention to that until it's, you know, time to progress. Just kind of visit. You just kind of rotate around. Actually, so... Give me a second here. Can't download it too big. Okay. I don't know, part of me feels like maybe I should be gunning it to robots right now. Because I don't really know how much longer I can I can do this stuff by hand and keep my sanity, you know? Because robots would definitely make this a lot easier. Well, I definitely need to I need to get better armor. So we'll definitely do that. So we'll kind of just tap this mine real quick. We'll make one line of furnaces, and then we will get started on what we need to make robots. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's not going to work. Okay, so we're out of miners. I think we'll just leave this the way it is. If we need to work on it more, we'll do that. Why are you being stupid? Stop being dumb. There we go. Okay. So we just need to do that. That's right. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna have one line for that. So we'll have some mines here. So, all right. So we have our electric furnaces. Very amazing. And so 1, 2, 3. And there's our belt. We'll leave a little bit of space, maybe. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll start here, so we can have some room to spread these belts out. So I actually think we're going to have to maybe point this down. Measure twice, cut once. So I think this is good here. Yeah, we'll just... Yep. Okay, so how many do we want? Oh, we'll just do the standard 24 like we always do. All right, looks like that's 24. So I think we'll make just one for now, because we need to get on to other things. I'm just putting that as like a... Actually, no, that's not... I don't want to do that. Oops. Just gotta make sure I leave space for the beacons. I don't know, part of me wants to, like, really lengthen this out. I don't know. Well, is there enough space for me to make another line? There probably is. I probably could snake this around. I think there is enough. Let me measure this out, man. Because I know there's not enough for me to put 4 down here. But I think this is long enough, I could actually make 4 of these, actually. And get 4 belts going. With 24. So I think, let me count this out. I'll just ghost these. Wow. It fits perfectly. That's amazing. Okay. Well, yeah, then we'll do that. Screw it. Okay. I dig it. We do need... Actually, we kind of should scoot this back 1 furnace or scoot the sword. No, I think we're all right. Because we should have... Well, they'll need beacons there, though. So, okay. Let's get rid of that. And we'll adjust this pipe over here. There we go. That should be enough, and then we'll go ahead and ghost this here. Alright, that's good. That's good. We don't need to do anything too crazy to adjust, so yeah, this is good to go. So we will go ahead and now actually there's only one problem, I think. So when this gets outputted, where's it gonna go? Look at the map. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pretty sure this is our stone brick line, and it's pretty much gone. Let me see if anything else is taking it. So it looks like just there's nothing taking it other than walls, I think. But what's okay? That's good. So yeah, this is completely empty. Okay, that's fine. These, you know, we could tear all this stuff down. So there's nothing really using stone bricks that we need. We don't really need these furnaces anymore. I mean, yeah, we do and we don't. I don't see. I can't remember if I even use boilers in endgame or not. If we even make them anymore at that stage in the game. Now there's a lot of walls in here, so we could go grab those at some point. But we got walls being made somewhere else, so really there isn't really anything here that we really need, except maybe that. But we could always just, you know, get that from some other stone line. Okay. So we probably should. What is the first? So the first thing that needs stone is the military packs. So probably should run a line. Let me see here. I think we are going to have to run a line up here. Now okay. There's a couple of ways we could do this. Let's see. So this uses stone bricks as well. I think really would just be better to just bring the line up here and connect it here. So I think we'll just do that. And we'll just do it with that one line. We don't need to bring 4 lanes up there. But I do want to make a 4-lane balancer up here if I can. So let's go ahead and I kind of don't. Man, we kind of don't have enough space. Yeah, we really don't. So I guess we could make a balancer here maybe, or underneath. Let me go ahead and measure this out, or try. You got it. Go away. There. Let's see. You know, this looks like this would be a better fit here to have the balancer. So, all right, so we'll do this. So our belts are going to point into here, and they're going to go in between here. So, might need to leave another space here. I think we do. That's kind of close. Okay. I know I'm thinking a little bit too far ahead, but I mean, yeah, I think I know what I'll do. So these three are going to come down like this. Think. Ooh. Wait a minute. We need to fit the stone in there. Shit. All right. I think I'm overthinking this too much, but like it's kind of hard not to. Dude. Well, I gotta take care of this thing. Wow, how many notifications you gotta give me? Copy code to check in. Okay. Says check-in for your flight is now open. Copy your confirmation code to get started. Okay, what do you want me to do with it? Can I even check in from here? I don't think so, man. Okay, so Well, I'll figure that out later. I don't want to spend too much time on it right now, so... Let's see. You know what's funny? Is this kind of a lot of bullshit to, like, bring that all the way up here? Why don't I just make this go straight across? Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'll just run across till I smack into something. Of course, not long enough. Of course, it's not. Yeah, it is. It is time very soon to get red belts. Nothing else for the longer underground belt's going to be better, but really, it's going to make our resources better too overall. Just like I said, we're so close to robots, it would make absolutely no sense for us to not do it after we get robots. Hold on. Okay, we're... Okay, so it is this line here. Just gonna make me repair all of it, aren't you? Okay. Alright, let's queue up some more labs. We're gonna need that eventually anyway. Not that we're gonna use it right now. Inserters. Yeah, this is gonna be helpful. Actually, yeah. Wait a minute. And I think this is the other reason that we need red belts right here. Also. All right, that's good. Okay, looks like the iron's doing a little better. You know, we could add another furnace setup here. Absolutely. Yeah, so we're gonna run water next. We're gonna make batteries, and oops, no, bad. No. Can I flush this? Ah, delete. Yes, excellent. Should have just done that from the get-go. Okay, let's try this again without connecting. Please and thank you. There we go. So we have water and petroleum. Okay, so we need to pump lots of lasers. So in order to do that, we need to pull out the Factorio calculator. And I'm going to configure. Okay, so lasers. Let's see. I want the game to make. Let's start with 50 and see what we get. Yeah, that looks insane. Okay, so probably gonna have to shorten it to 5. That's a lot of green circuit factories. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Let's try 10. 10. Okay, 4 green circuit factories is acceptable. Yeah. 8 battery factories. Okay. Fair enough. 1 sulfuric acid and 2 sulfur. Okay. That's acceptable. I guess I'll have to put up with that. Almost want to try for 6 electronic circuit factories. Maybe I should. Because I can't put a lot down. I mean, I can really put a lot down. I think maybe I should. Let's try. How does what about 15? It's 5. So 18 lasers a minute is an even 6 electric circuit factories. I have to have 2 sulfuric acid chemical plants, but you need 14 battery chemical plants. Wow, that's crazy. Actually, we need to make sure our settings are correct here. Okay, so we need to do blue assemblers. And electric furnaces, fine. And you know, let's go with red belts because we are about to get those, most likely. So let's go ahead and do that here. Okay, so yeah. So we need 8 of those buildings. We actually need 4 green circuit factories. We still need 14 battery chemical plants. 2 sulfuric acid plants and 4 sulfur. I guess that's acceptable. Let's go ahead and... Alright, no one's chatting. Okay. So we started with the sulfur. So let's do 4 sulfur. Where are the chemical plants? Okay, right here. boy. Kill him? Okay, good. Alright, whew. Okay. We need to keep doing what we're doing, and we need to do it faster. We need to do what we're doing faster. Yeah. But, yeah. Okay. So, no screwing around. So, to chemical plants. Oh, never thought of that big brain move. Alright, I gotta go get chemical plants. But I'm gonna have to go over there and I'm gonna have to take care of that. Fucking son of a bitch. God damn it. The game does not fuck with me. There's a sense of urgency happening. Wow. Screw you, dude. Come on. So there's a bug base right there. They'll have to tide us over. What is over here? Son of a bitch! They're always coming when I approach. The hell! I really don't like driving cars in this game, but I mean, what else am I gonna do? There's nothing else available. It's either that or walk, and that's worse than the headache of driving. Definitely researching this now. Actually, we're gonna do power armor. Since we did research blue circuits, I think we're gonna make at least one blue circuit. Yeah, I mean we can make a blue circuit factory. It's not a big deal. I think we need one to make rockets anyway, so. Yeah, we're about to fuck them up even more. It's definitely an arms race, that's for sure. You know what? I'm really glad though. I'm glad that they made laser turrets not cost advanced circuits. I remember when I'm pretty sure they used to, and that was pretty AIDS. It was pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't absolutely terrible, but yeah, it was a lot. It's definitely worse than just needing electronic circuits. That's for sure. Okay, so yeah, batteries. Yeah, it needs a lot of batteries, so we'll need 2 full belts. We'll need 3 full belts of stuff. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think I needed 14 or 15 actually. So we actually need 5 more. Yep, that's just enough to fit. So actually, we'll just do this. Bend this belt a little bit. There we go. Trying to see if I can split this belt. Oh, sorry. Actually, no. That's just... I can easily do that here. Okay. So we'll need to... Gotta make this a double belt. Yep, we're starting to get annoyed more and more. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to pay attention to bugs at some point here soon. I'm trying to put it off as long as I can because I really do not. I need to make, yeah. Well, I need to make everything, man. Like, I need it all. Okay, we got batteries done, and next is electronic circuits. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And we need 4. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta double click shit now. Because of quality. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. Fucking dude. You know what? I didn't beacon everything else, so I'm not going to do that. I don't need to beacon those. This should be fine. Check that out. That's how I undo my mistake without filling up my inventory, which is already full of trash anyway, so. Alright, free at last. So, power armor. Yeah, I'll research the exoskeleton. Let's see, let's go for discharge defense. Let's see. Personal laser defense, we'll go for that. And we'll get the distractor capsule. I mean, it might be good. Up the follower count. It's going to help our DPS, if nothing else. And I think we're good there. So after that, basically, let's see. We need to unlock uranium before we can do that. You launch rocket in space. And the rest require packs that we don't have. Okay. And we might as well research that too, even though we're not going to use it. And braking force, why not? Okay. Actually, no. So lab speed. Lab research speed, okay. So I guess we'll do that. Okay. It's really taking you that. Come on, dude. Come on. What's the holdup? It really took it that long. Jeez. Okay. It really looked like it wasn't coming. Okay. Bugs are about to have some fun, whether they want it or not. Here we go. We're getting lasers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We're going to dump our shit. Toss our garbage in here. Don't need that. We should probably get rocket fuel soon. I mean, there's all kinds of things we need to get. Just so let's look at our stuff and just kind of give the biggest priority here. Yeah, we kind of don't need to carry bullets on us anymore. Not really. Okay, so the biggest priority by far is going to be robots. Robots are just going to make everything else faster and easier. The only reason I got lasers first is because, like you saw, we are going to need better defenses. So that's just the way it is. So while this is charging up, or while this is building lasers, we're going to go ahead and so the first step to robots here is, so we got to make robot frames. We got to make lubricant. So this is a bitch because we are going to have to do advanced oil processing and open that up. And I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Or if I even have enough time to do that. I'm thinking that I want to open up advanced oil processing, store those suckers in tanks, and just, put the tanks down, store them, and we'll do cracking after we get robots. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll do cracking. We'll make the lubricant on site. Pipe the heavy oil down there, make the lubricant on site, and make the robot factory. And then after that, we'll get around to getting cracking going. But our top priorities is robots, and then rockets. Better weapons. Better DPS. We gotta make robots. But with simultaneously making robots, we've got to make better armor. So we'll have to make processing units on site. Let me make sure there's nothing new resource that we have to get. No, we just have to make advanced circuits. We really only need one of these. We don't need a lot. So that's the good news. We only really need one blue circuit factory to get the armor that we need. It'll just take about 10 minutes or so, whatever. So the robot frames. So I think really, yeah, we need to get the robot frame started. The electric engine units. So yep, our next step here is oil processing. Oh, we got 45 laser turrets. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Excellent. Okay. So I think we are going to open up our chests here because we are probably going to need all the solar panels and accumulators that we can get. So yeah, we're going to want a chest full of that at some point. Well, especially solar panels, we are going to need those for our portable solar panels, but we'll just make that on site. So, okay. And then we got to make distractors, rockets, rocket launchers, and extend all this. We'll have to landfill this shit. So we're definitely going to need robots for that. So, these bug bases are danger close, and I bet you the pollution is about to touch them. Yes. So this is going to be our first candidate for lasers. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just do this. Put some laser turrets up. Put some walls around them. We are going to need to get some walls, actually. We'll put 4 here. Yeah, we probably do need to get substations. Most likely. So, shit. So if we put a pole there, we'll be able to power all of them. I guess that'll work. So we'll do... Come on, you jerk. Okay, we'll just do that. Yeah, so we'll just put a wall around that for now, and yeah. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm kind of a dum-dum. I need to go put laser turrets down there right now. I mean, I am going to clear these bug bases out, but I just, I do not have time to fight bugs right now. I don't have time to upgrade my weapons right now. Yeah, that's kind of the standard thing right there. Oh, I want to, like, copy that shit. Throw it in my inventory. There we go. I'll just plop that shit down. I need to get that a little closer, though. think I'm just going to be lazy and do this. Just in case they try to path different. I forgot walls are up here. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I think we're gonna go down to the steam engines. Put lasers down there too. Oh, I'm out of lasers. Okay, well, whatever. No, I had a laser there, so that's fine. Okay. Alright, so advanced oil. We're gonna switch to that right now. And it should be just as simple as doing this. We're doing that. Alright, there we go. We can go like this. And that's light oil. We'll pipe it down to the storage tanks. We have plenty of storage tanks on us. I want to look at this real quick. Okay, so... Alright, that's fine. Okay, actually, we need to look at our stats here. So production, 10 hours. Solar panels. Manufacturing, production, accumulator charge. Let's see. Oops. Oh, this is okay. No, we need past 10 minutes. So I guess this dipped to 2.7 6 minutes ago, I believe. So this is how we know if this is going really low, then that's bad. I think if this goes below halfway, then we need to add more accumulators and solar panels. So we basically need to pay attention to power if it gets below this level right here. I'm thinking. So yeah, we'll just do that. So okay, so we got that done. That's good. Let's keep it going. What else do we have to research? Some more braking force. We'll go ahead and go for rocket silo. That's going to take a while anyway. Okay, looks like stone bricks is rock solid. That's good. Okay, so we're actually going to have to bring this over more. Yeah. Got light to Petro. This light oil storage, so we'll go there. Bam. And we'll go like this. There we go. Light oil stored. And we're going to add some more tanks. Yep, that's a lot of tanks. Well, it's kind of a band-aid because, I mean, I need to, because see, I'm not going to be able to crack right away. I got to get robots before I crack, man. I can't do anything else right now until I get robots. Focused on that. Because everything else is going to be easier when I get robots. I'm going to be able to build all that other stuff I need to build much easier. Be wasting my time if I don't get robots, you know? Well, see, here, this is a principle of automation, man. Buffering is a principle of automation. It's an axiom. It's true under all conditions. There is no reason not to buffer. I can count one or two times in my whole automation playing where buffering was a bad idea. The only exceptions to buffering is that when the item is really expensive and it's and you don't want to, and you can't control whether the item is stored or not. That's when buffering's bad, but you can't even control that anyway. Like in the case of Satisfactory, one of the problems I have in that game is the reason buffering, it's not that buffering's bad, it's that it doesn't work because everything rots, right? That's what you're saying, right? Because everything rots, it makes buffering useless. I can understand that. But see, but in most things in automation, most of the time, you can't go, buffering is almost always a good thing. Like 95% of the time. There's a few rare exceptions, but most of the time, you want to buffer every single goddamn thing. Whether it's your power, your fluids, your items, if you're mass producing something, like on a very large scale, and you're constantly using it, you're going to want to buffer, because there's going to be times where you fuck up and shit's going to run out. And when that runs out, your buffer will take over. And if you have a big enough buffer like all these tanks here, that's going to buy me enough time to fix whatever problem there is without any interruption to production whatsoever. So, yeah, well, I mean, let me tell you, man, my life got so much better when I buffered most things. So, of course, we fucking run out of shit, and we always fucking do. Yeah, part of me is really starting to regret making my basic factory over here. But I just keep being lazy and not moving it over there. So when I get robots, I definitely am going to do that. I need to kind of write a list of things I need to do. So, and we're probably going to need at least, because we're not ready to do red belts yet until we get robots. So we're going to have to bite the bullet and grab some more belts. We need more inserters. We don't need red ones, but we do need blue ones. So blue ones, we're going to need those. We'll take a stack of miners in case we need to go do something with that. Let's see. Undergrounds, absolutely. We need those. Need more of those. We'll grab another splitter. Never know. Okay. And we want those undergrounds. How are we doing on regular pipes? We're doing okay on regular pipes. I think we're good on that. Let's go ahead and grab another 100 just in case. Pick these up. Cool. That's cool. So that's completely gone. We're like almost out of radars, so I'm gonna like just put the extra back. And we're out of lights, so we'll just do that. Man, stop being a fucking jerk. You give me my goddamn lights, thank you. Ah, damn, dude. Okay. Jeez. Alright, man. Where's my car? It's probably down here. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that could be a valid argument. I mean, that's one way of looking at it. You know, I guess it just depends on what your priorities are. For me, I never want my factory to run out, ever. Okay? I don't give a shit about the spreadsheet, like, or the min-maxing, man. What I care about is not being interrupted, because I already get interrupted enough in this game. It's really a fucking L when you've got to like spend like, okay, guys, remember what happened to me a couple streams ago? I was all ready and rearing to do trains, and then my steel collapsed. Well, I guarantee you, if I had a few chests full of steel at the time, that probably wouldn't have happened. I probably would have been able to get trains and catch that chemical plant issue and probably fix it before I completely ran out. I guess that's might be a bad example, but yeah. I mean, I don't really think buffering could have really prevented that problem. I mean, the problem would have still been there. Like I said, the buffering doesn't fix the problem, but it delays it to the point to where, like, by the time, you know, it would actually start being a problem, you've already fixed the issue. So, you know, it gives you time, right? That's basically what I'm saying. Buffering buys you time, and that's really important. Now, there's some things that you really don't want to buffer, like that aren't like, you know, aren't optimal to buffer. Like, for example, I don't think I need a chest full of Mark II power armors, right? I only need a couple of those, right? Maybe 3 or 4 extras if I like to lose my shit when I die and I keep dying. Maybe, in case that happens, but yeah. Okay, so pollution's the other argument. I mean, I don't give a shit about those. I just kill the bugs. So I mean, like I said, I guess it depends on what your priorities are. I mean, if you have a hard time killing bugs and you just or you want to min max, I guess, or you want to be right, I guess you could say, give that argument for why buffering's not okay. I just yeah. I just know that buffering's helped me progress a lot in this game. Yeah. Well, so yeah, inattentive people. See, that's the asterisk there. So you have the production statistics, right? There are many different ways you can tell that you have a resource shortage besides, oh shit, I'm out of resources. There's many ways to tell that they, like this right here. See how this is trickling in? Yeah, this ain't good. So we are going to have to pay attention to this at some point. So we're probably going to have to make some more. Well, we have been researching like madmen. So it's no accident that we're running out of iron. That's kind of expected. I'm confident that this will probably pick up, but we are probably going to need to take care of this. At least to get our robots running. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, my experience, man, is that buffering everything is generally better than not. Like, as a general rule, I'm talking as a general rule, you want to buffer most things. I've never really suffered because I buffered something most of the time. I can count on one hand the times that I've taken an L because of buffering. I really can't even think of any at the top of my head. But I'll tell you what, there's a couple of huge examples where not buffering really fucks you. And not even in this game. Like Factorio, for example. If you don't use batteries, you are asking for an ass whooping. Like, if you don't use batteries, as soon as you get them, you are asking for an ass whooping. You know? Basically. Yeah, I mean, sure. Whatever the deal is, it's the principle of the thing, right? You want a store of resources in case you have a problem and your source of resources gets cut off for whatever reason. I mean, animals do this all the time in the wild. I mean, this is evolutionary part of nature as well. You know, squirrels will store nuts for the winter. You know, bears will load up and, you know, so that then hibernate. That kind of thing. So, you know, and then we have fat stores, right, on our bodies. And that's our buffer, right, for energy. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a principle, actually. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. And we're going to get started on our robot factory. Actually, no. That's right. We ran out of... the party stopped because we ran out of undergrounds. And see, the iron's still doing, like, slightly bad, but it's still working. So, It's when it's completely out that's when I'm really going to be concerned. I mean, I am going to take care of that. Don't get me wrong, but right now we've got time. It's kind of we're kind of feeling the walls closing in a little bit. I got to be honest. I think I spent a little bit too much time on certain things. Well, the bugs are going to be definitely going to be an issue until I get rockets and get ahead on weapons again. So, hell, I have a lot of tanks. I think I'm just gonna, yeah. Just gonna add some more. I mean, how much do we have already? Yeah, we've got. So this hopefully will buy us a lot of time. Now, how much petroleum tanks do we have? And how much petroleum do we have? So these are all full. That's actually not good because that's not good that they're full because now we can't produce. Yeah, we're full on petroleum gas. Okay, so we actually need to expand petroleum. So, like, say you just, you add more stuff and you run out of a resource that, say, was also fueling your power. Well, now your power's out and now everything's fucked. Well, in the case of Satisfactory, if you had batteries, okay, it would buy you time to take care of that problem before you ran out of power and could not recover. And then in Factorio, for example, say your nuclear reactors. If you run out of uranium and don't realize it in time, okay, and you have a nice few chests full of, uranium fuel, that will buy you time until you can take care, get more miners and more uranium fields and stuff. Yeah, well, yeah, so... Now, as far as items and resources, so I don't have tons of chests for, for steel, but I have chests for all these other stuff that I grab by hand and place and use, like lasers and things like that. I've got a chest full of that. I buffer those. If I were to just make those by hand, I would be wasting so much more time. Also, but see. And another place where it really works, where buffering really works really well, is right here with labs, okay? You see this? This is what I'm talking about. This is another example of where buffering is really good, okay? Now, the reason I don't buffer all these resources right here on this belt, on these belts, is because of the fact that the belt's throughput is faster than the inserters. So the inserter will not, even if it's a bulk one, or maybe a stack one can, but even a bulk inserter will not be able to keep up with the throughput of these belts. I will simply be able to output better resources faster without the inserter. Okay, so now in the case of trains, where you have this going on, right? You have a lot of inserters, so that makes up for it. And you have the buffer chest here. Now imagine if that wasn't there. This train would get a lot less resources each visit. So I say every science pack, man. Every science pack. See, the thing of it is, you need all the science packs for the rest of the game. Even the red ones. You need those for everything. Pretty much. I mean, every single thing on here, just about, requires a red science pack. So, you're going to be eating up just as many red science packs. Well, the other thing, too, is, the other part of this argument is, what's the reason not to? Is there really a good reason not to? Now, you did bring up a couple of reasons that could be misconstrued as a good reason, though those are easily worked around. They really are. And they're only a problem if you have a problem in other areas. Like if you're making mistakes. I mean, other mistakes that have nothing to do with buffering. Like, it's not the buffering that causes those problems. Yeah, basically, at the very least, you want to buffer anything that you cannot bear to be without for any length of time. Like power, fuel, or same thing. Fuel, power, anything that operates your base. You always want your base operational. So anything that's critical to operating that, if you can find a way to buffer it, you need to do that. Like, oil here. So I am going to have to go get tanks. So tanks are up here. All right. I'm going to talk a little less. So I'm going to focus a little bit. So, because I got to take care of this, and then we got to get robots really quick. But yeah, after this, we're pretty much ready. Cross our fingers and hope that we don't get attacked and get bugged to hell by bugs. So, I don't know where all my cars went. There was one down there. All right, we should be okay. For a moment. All right. That's our heavy oil. Yep, I gotta go back up to the mall. Yeah, I mean it's not a fix-all. It's just a precaution. Ideally, I just need a lot of cracking. I need enough cracking to not need all those storage tanks, really. So yeah, I admit, like, I wouldn't need all these storage tanks if I had satisfactory oil cracking. You know, if I had enough oil crackers, I wouldn't really need these. Especially if I had it on circuits, which you'll see that later. It's just right now I can't. I don't have the time to right now to do it. So okay. All right, let's get down here and get this going. Yeah, because, like, yeah, that's the thing. Oil gets so imbalanced sometimes. You really need those buffers, man. Just as a backup, if nothing else. I mean, they shouldn't. Like I said, they're not a permanent solution to any problem that you have, but they buy you time so that you can fix the issues that you have, right? So those tanks are my oil is not going to run forever if I just have those tanks. I need to get oil cracking at some point. Those tanks are just a band-aid at this point. Yeah, I mean, so let's go ahead and let's back this up a little bit. I think yeah. This is going to be for robots, so I think, yeah, we could just do this right here. That'll be good. So how many robots a minute would I like? I think I would like at least 10 a minute. So let's go with 10. Oh, that's only one building? Okay. So we're going to take this and add whatever flying robot frame factories we need, and we're going to just multiply that. So we need 9 flying robot factory frames, plus I think 4, so we can make it 12. So 12 robot frame factories, I believe, would be... No, actually. 12... Make it 14. Like, actually, no, 15. 15's good. 15 robot frame factories, I think, will be good. We have... Okay, robot frame factories. Okay. Oops. And then we're going to duplicate. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for yikes. Bullshit. No way, dude. We need 120 robot frame assemblers? Are you kidding me? No way, dude. That can't be right. That cannot be right. That cannot be right at all. Okay. So you know what? Yeah, we'll just have one, I guess. We'll have one for each. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's nuts. Yeah, let's go to 2. Okay. Well, okay, so I'll need 2 on top of that. Actually, no, I won't. Okay. Actually, I will. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 sulfur plants. many plastic do we need? We need 1 plastic, so we need a plastic, and then sulfur, plastic. Yeah, you might want to tell me how you did that, and I could use a refresher. Okay, so I'm actually going to want to use speed beacons with all this shit too. It looks to me like we're not going to need more sulfuric acid than that. So I'm just going to take the word for it. And we need 5. So we'll just 5 battery. I'll have an extra one just for good measure. We got rockets researched, that's good. Fucking motherfucker. Okay, so... Yeah, it is. I agree. Also, the other thing that's good about buffering is that you can have sustained bursts of production over long periods of time. I mean, it doesn't last forever, but like it's definitely powerful, you know? Fucking motherfucker. I'll just skip the whole thing. What am I doing? God damn it, dude. Yeah, I mean, the size of the buffer, that just depends on the person, right? That's just preference, but yeah, as long as you got them. I think that's really what matters. Oops. So that's not... That's like the correct line. And we're brushing up against our oil, of course. We're barely going to get it so it doesn't connect. That's fine. Okay, so... This is going to be water. Okay, looks like I need a pump. Wow, that's lame. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Yo, no, 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 no. Come on, man. Fuck you. Man. Asshole. Ah. Okay, okay, screw this, dude. I don't even give a shit. I'm not trying to fucking min-max anymore. I want this shit done. Fuck off. Okay, so yeah, at least I can empty the pipeline, dude. I'm sorry. I freaked out for a second there, guys. I didn't need to freak out in that situation. I apologize. But I've been in a lot of games where you can't do that, so it triggered that PTSD in me, man. That gaming PTSD, dude. Like, oh no, I'm fucked. That's what my brain said to myself. But no, it's not like Minecraft where I had to do a whole bunch of freaky bullshit like in Greg Tech, right? Yeah, in Greg Tech, if that happens, it's a real pain in the ass to undo that. So we're gonna need a pump. So I'm thinking most likely maybe here. Yeah, we could probably just put a pump here and be fine with that. We'll go ahead and put a big pole here. There we go. Yep, now that works. And okay, they're getting the water that they need. Good. Okay, now we can finally focus on our batteries. Yeah, it really depends on the item. It depends on the cost. You know, if the item's expensive, you don't generally want to do big buffers for that item. You know, but if it's very cheap and you're mass producing it anyway, that's kind of, you know, where you want that sometimes. Okay, so batteries are good. Finally, we need to build plastic. So let's do that. We have lubricant started. Okay, so we'll get our coal here. Okay, so we're going to do 4 green circuit factories. I think so, yeah. 4 green circuit factories, that should be what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to leave a buffer here. I actually just want to do 6, actually. We're gonna run out of stuff again. God damn it. Okay. Well, part of the reason I do big buffers for items that are critical, or for things that are critical, is because I generally, as you can see, it generally takes me a long time to get things done, and ADD can make that even worse. So, you know, I generally it takes me longer than just a couple minutes to fix a big problem. So the bigger the buffer, the more time I have to work with before everything just shuts down, you know? Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can research. We could research more breaking forests. Yeah, why not? I forgot how many red circuits do I need? I just need 3, so I need what? 2? Okay. So, not even that, I think. So what do you think of that, the new RimWorld expansion that's coming out? Oh, okay. Well, you should if you get a chance. If you like Colony Sims, RimWorld's really good. It's a really fun game. Okay, so... Yeah, well, RimWorld's not really a factory game, not yet anyway. But it is a very enjoyable game. I actually probably should play it again, but like I said, I'll wait till that expansion comes out at the end of the month, and I'll give it a crack. So next we'll do the electric engines. Wow, they need Jesus Christ. They also need circuits. That's so annoying. Okay, so should be fine, I think. About the okay, good. That is good. So half belt should be enough. You know what though? I think we need to kind of play it safe here. So I think what I'll do. We need engines. Head hurt. Lame. Okay, so we just need one gear, one pipe, and we need 8? 8? God damn. Alright. Fucking A, man. I don't know if we can put this on beacons, man. This is too much. It's too much shit. Okay, we're gonna leave a buffer there. Okay, who's bugging me? Let's go. Oh, okay. Welcome, buddy. I see you in Discord. Welcome to the Discord. Wow, man, this is taking so long. All right, here comes the steel. I liked hearing your perspective on resource buffers, even if it doesn't completely agree with everything. Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, you'll find about my channel. I think you're new to my channel. You'll find one of the cool things about me, man. Not to toot my own horn, is that like, I'm very agreeable when it comes to disagreements. Like, especially on my comment section with my viewers. I tend to respect most of my viewers. If you know, even if we disagree on some things, as long as we agree on some other things, I'm okay with that. Like, right? But even I've had commenters tell me I disagree with everything you say. It's like, hey, man, I appreciate the comment, dude. You know, thanks for sharing. You know, I mean, I'd like to hear why you believe that, you know, and get some information. You know, you see things differently. All right, fair enough. You know, and oftentimes when a lot of guys that like you and you included, you'll disagree with me on some things, but agree with me on others, and that's actually where I want to be, man. Because no two people are exactly alike, right? We all have different tastes and preferences. As much as I hate that word, we are all unique in our own way. You know, we are. It doesn't mean that we deserve special treatment necessarily compared to anybody else, but yeah, you know. So I like us to come together, man, and you know, and we can share ideas and opinions. And like, if something I say doesn't resonate with you, man, just throw it away. You know, do what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, there's some things that, but you know, But I also reserve my right to hold on to my beliefs and, you know, not believe what you believe, you know? So I think as long as you know, we abide by terms of service and don't insult each other and be civil, I think we can all agree, at least agree to disagree, you know? But yeah, like I'm not going to get a narcissistic injury just because you disagree with me, man. You know what I mean? Okay, this is. Yep, this thing's a little bitch. Oh man, I don't know how or understand how it ends up backwards like that. I still to this day, I think there's a gremlin in my base, like base sometimes. Seriously, that does that shit. That's why I always try to double check these fucking underground belts. Okay. So we're good there. And we'll do this, and then... There's not really anything else left to research. There's really not, so... I mean, we could do production packs. Well, no, we'd have to set up rails, so... Nope, we gotta get robots going. Oh boy, this is in the way. Yep, we're just gonna have to bust it down. Now the good news is we got walls, so we can put these lasers down, and we also need to get lasers. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. Yeah, I mean, like I don't have to be right at all times, and I don't have to have everybody else believe what I believe, you know? That's kind of the thing that you got to understand about me, or that, you know, fun fact, if you will. Whatever, that'll work. Not worried about it too much. Okay, so yeah, we're starting to get danger close to these bugs. Can't really be helped though. So now we got fucking engines. Now we gotta do electric engines. Fun. So that's let's take lubricant, electronic circuits, and engines. Okay, so I think that's good enough to basically, yep. On. So I kind of goofed here and didn't put beacons down, so yeah, I'll have to mess with that later. So that's 8. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And fuck, man, this shit's taking too long. Okay. You know, man, fuck beacons, dude. I don't give a shit. At this rate, I just want to get the shit done. I don't care. I can beaconify this fucking later if I need to. Nah. Every time I cross, man. Come on, dude. Not every time I cross. Jesus Christ. Too much to be coincidence. See? What the hell, man? Like, how, dude, that track is fucking huge. How did they happen to be on it every time I'm about to cross? Alright, so fuck you, dude. Wow. Okay. What do you need now? Why don't you have electronic circuits? Oh yeah, because fucking power. Okay. Definitely need to get substations. Wow, man, this is... oh, man. Well, the good news is when it gets set up, I won't have that many problems. I'll kind of be set. Not to mention, fucking last time I'm gonna have to do all of this fucking shit by hand. Okay. Why are you dumb? Stop being dumb. Oh, it's full. Okay. That's acceptable. Okay, so... Okay, can we finally make these now? Hopefully. Wow, man. This is... Wow, it's taking a long time. I can't believe how long this has taken, man. It's really starting to wear me down, I gotta be honest. Yeah, dude. I was gonna play more, man, but this has burnt me the fuck out, dude. I think I think I'm done for the day, guys, after this. For sure. This is a fucking... This is definitely giving me brain fog, man. Like, fucking A, dude. Well, I already don't feel that good. So, I mean, whatever. Come on, man. Fucking just do it. Please, just fucking do it. Stop giving me grief. Damn. Okay, so we need 15 of these. Now I see why I leave such a big buffer between between factories. This is why, right here. Because I have no idea, for all I know, this shit's gonna happen. There's a neat technique I discovered with splitters that I used for my electric engine build. So okay if I post a screenshot? Yeah, absolutely, man. Go ahead. I don't know if it'll let you. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll try to see if I can do something about it. Wow, for once the trains weren't there. Man, I cannot believe. I don't know, man. No, man. No, my original plan is still good. I don't think my plan is flawed with building it on site. It's just it seems longer. Believe me, it's not. I know it's not. It just feels longer. I also don't feel good. But yeah, that. The thing is, though, in the long run, say I did it the other way where I centralized everything. Now, I might be able to do that if I stay on top of the calculator and make sure whenever I add a factory that I also add to that centralized spot, expand that centralized spot as I go. That might work, but if I don't do that and I just basically just build a arbitrary amount and don't really calculate it, instead of doing it on site, and not to mention belts have a certain capacity, so you can only put so much resources on one belt, and that's that kind of the thing. So it just the amount of time that I save in not having to address the problems that would arise in me centralizing are balanced, at least balanced out. Balance out the fact that sometimes I take this goddamn long just to make one goddamn factory. So yeah. I mean, but it definitely is a con. The amount of time it takes to make factories versus centralizing my resources. If for example, I would be able to build the factory initially faster. Building the factory itself would be built a lot faster if I did not have to build advanced circuits there, and I just build the big advanced circuit factory and just centralize that, But the trade-off is, if I do that and I don't build it on site, then it's very difficult to completely control whether or not this factory is getting the exact amount of red circuits that it needs, or that it's getting enough. It's a lot easier for it to get the red circuits it needs for the rest of the time that it's alive than if I had things centralized. And also, I play a lot less whack-a-mole, I'm finding, when I don't centralize like this and I build things on site. That's another thing I've noticed that I find really refreshing. So yeah, this is a pain in the ass. This did suck. I am wiped out after this. I am probably going to definitely take a break after this. At least play something else. If not, hell, maybe even fucking go to bed. But I don't think I can really afford to go to bed right now. I need to. There's stuff I got to do if I'm not going to play something. So, I mean, it's 4 o'clock today. I have plenty of time to do the things I need to do before I fly out tomorrow morning. But yeah, I mean, it is starting to get to that time to where I do need to start paying attention to my duties and not really screw around. So, it's about go time, guys. It's about go time. So, all right. So finally, after all this time, at long last. Okay, so we got robot frames, but of course we're not done. Well, like I said, if you don't have ADHD and you get or you are good at math and can stay on top of ratios and stay on top of the spreadsheet, and it doesn't require a lot of effort on your part, then by all means, centralize. Just make sure that whenever you add something to your, whenever you add a factory, you also add to that centralized area as well. So, like, for example, this setup requires, 6 more, 6 more advanced circuit factories. Well, then I need to add 6 advanced circuit factories to my existing advanced circuit factory that I have. But the stuff I need to easily expand that will be there. And so that'll go quicker than if I build it all from scratch. But see, the other thing too is, what I'm going to do, what's also going to make this faster, see, this is really the last time it's going to take this long, because I'm about to get robots, right? Once I get robots, there's many different things I could do. One, I can automate this shit right here. I will never have to fucking do this crap by hand ever again. I will just have 4 different blueprints, 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever, right? So whatever I need here. I will never have to do advanced circuits again, okay? I'll never have to do this shit again. So, or this. Any of these redundant, factories that I have to make for my main factory, I will never have to do that again. Because, yeah, I will have blueprints for all these fucking things. I will never handcraft this shit ever again. I will copy paste this stuff whenever I can. Absolutely. Or I'll take the time to make one, and then to make a blueprint, and then copy paste that. So, yeah, this is the last time I'm going to be handcrafting something of this scale. So it is going to go way faster after today. Way faster. So, now, I don't know what the fucking bullshit problem is here. Probably some stupid ass fucking underground belt is somehow, even though I checked it, not, no, actually no inserters. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I gotta have inserters. Understood. I can see how that would be a problem. I guess I like to jump the gun a lot, huh? Jump to conclusions. Okay. Finally. Alright. So. Okay. Now that we have the robot frames, can we finally make robots? Damn. Stop it. There we go. Come here, green circuits. Well, the super fun thing after this is I've got to, you know, make better power armor and shit. And that's going to be fun on a bun. So, let's go here and... Yeah, that's how I was building here. If you don't notice, I basically built here for beacons. So... Alright, let's go. Now we have to do something else here as well. Yep. Fun on a bun. Fucking gears. Really, man? Fucking gears? Really, dude? Fuck you. Fuck you. For needing gears. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I mean, okay, guys. I'm gonna go. We got robots, but oh my god. That did not go the way I intended. This this sucked. I gotta say. Making this by hand sucked. I had a lot of energy when I started the stream. Well, not I actually wasn't feeling great, but okay. Well, we gotta get our armor. We're probably just gonna jump right to power armor 1. I mean, yeah, you're welcome. Just kind of, like I said, I'd like to play more, but I'm just burnt out, man. Or at least need to take a break. I haven't taken any breaks. That's the thing. Maybe I need to take a break. Oh, you know what? My air conditioning ain't on. What the hell? Hold on a second. You know what? Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. In about 5 minutes, I will decide if we're going to continue the stream or not. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do that. We'll take a break, and I'll decide if I want to continue or not. Actually, I know I changed my mind. I gotta change my clothes. I think I am done, guys. I think I am done. I think I am done. I've got to get ready to... Yeah, I gotta get ready to fly out. I gotta... Oh, wish me luck, guys. I am nervous as hell, man. Honestly, so I'm gonna tell you guys my number one fear, dude. Since I've lived here in the Philippines, I've had horrific leg and foot cramps, man. And I am just so terrified that those 22 hours are going to be the longest of my life because, like, I'm going to have cramps the entire time. That is what I'm afraid of. I'm really afraid of that. because I'm not going to have very good access to water, especially the water that I like. I'm not going to have. I'm not going to be eating. You know, I'm going to be fasting. So I don't know, man. Really scary. I mean, I had to endure for like an hour, and that was like one of the worst, most painful experiences I've ever had. So I'm really hoping and praying, honestly, if God would really just throw me a bone here and not give me that experience the entire flight, man. I just hope to God that doesn't happen. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's really what's messing with me here. Well, I just hope that, yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen, and, you know, if it does, hopefully I can recover. Hopefully I don't get any permanent injuries. I don't know how I could. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope I feel better too, man. Okay, we'll go ahead and, end screen here. All right, thanks guys for coming out. Yeah, you guys have a good one. The next time I stream, I will be in America. So give me at least 3 or 4 days before I give you any kind of heads up. Like I said, give me at least 3 or 4 days before you expect any communication from me. I might communicate sooner. We'll see. Hell, I might even leave a short or two if I feel like it, of me landing or whatever, or me flying to America or being in the airport or whatever. If I can, I don't know. I'll have to play that one by ear. Like I said, every once in a while I'll take a Philippines or traveling short, but I don't really have to do it. Not really. It just depends on how I feel. So, anyway, you guys have a good one. Yeah. I guess I'll see you in a few days. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to set up my computer. I won't have any issues. You know, I won't be wiped out completely when I land. Hating my life. But, anyway. Alright, well, here goes. Have a good one, guys. Love you all. Take care.